Lily showed up the next afternoon in scrubs of her own. Not a nurse's, a barista's, green and slightly singed at one cuff, looking like she'd come straight from a shift she hadn't had time to change out of. She was younger than Priya expected, early 20s, with Marcus's exact stubborn jaw and none of his composure. "Is he being insufferable?" she asked by way of hello, dropping into the chair like she'd done it in this exact room before, in some other hospital, some other year. "He's trying to discharge himself," Priya said. "Yeah, that sounds like him." It took less time than Priya expected for the rest of it to come out, mostly because Marcus didn't try very hard to stop it once Lily started. 3 times a week, dialysis, since she was 19. Kidneys that had failed for no fair reason at an unfair age. No transplant match yet. No family insurance that covered what insurance never quite covers. Co-pays, gas money, the time off work that dialysis takes out of a person's week, whether they can afford to lose it or not. Their mother had died 6 years ago. There wasn't a father worth mentioning. There was Marcus, and there was Lily. And there had been, for longer than either of them probably wanted to admit out loud, no one else. He picked up every double anyone would give him, Lily said, not looking at her brother when she said it, like it was easier to confess on his behalf than make him do it himself. "I didn't know how bad it had gotten. I knew he was tired. I didn't know he was..." She gestured at the room, the IV pole, the 4 days he'd already lost. "I'm fine," Marcus said, the door-closing voice again. "You coded. Twice." Lily's voice cracked on the second word in a way she clearly hadn't planned for. "I missed Tuesday's session because there was nobody to take me, and I didn't want to call anyone and make it into a thing. Do you understand what that means? I can't just miss one. It's not optional. It's not a yoga class." "I know what it is, Lily." "Then why do you keep acting like you're the only person allowed to fall apart in this family?" The room went quiet enough that Priya considered leaving and didn't, mostly because nobody had asked her to, and because some conversations are easier to have with a witness than without one. Marcus didn't answer that. He just looked at his sister with an expression Priya recognized from 100 other rooms. The specific exhaustion of someone who has spent years being the strong one and has run out of road. Priya excused herself not long after, ostensibly for vitals, actually to find the unit's case manager, because some problems don't get solved by medicine, and this was clearly one of them. What she didn't know yet, walking down that hallway, was that Lily's missed session wasn't a one-time scare. It was the second one this month, and the next one was due in 2 days, the same week Marcus was due, by every metric on his chart, to still be lying in this bed.